Hello again, this is Brad, and I want to cover a very important topic today. Okay, and that topic is how different advisors operate and how they get compensated. Okay, so in my opinion, you can tell an awful lot about somebody and their conflicts of interest, and just by asking them how they get paid. Okay, so advisors are no different. All right. So let's just go through that today. I know a lot of people work with advisors. In fact, I think the majority of people retiring work with an advisor. Some do your own thing. That's great. Okay. But yet, if you're looking for an advisor or interviewing advisors or looking for somebody to help you with your retirement planning, with your investing, you need to know how these people are paid so you know what to look for. Okay. So let's start with insurance agent. Okay. You guys have probably seen me do videos talking about insurance agents, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with insurance agents. All right. I I give advice on life insurance, long-term care insurance, disability, property, casualty. So when I'm doing planning, we look at all different types of insurance, and a lot of times we need an insurance agent to fulfill that need. Okay. But that is what insurance agents are. Okay. They sell insurance. All right. If you go to Meat Locker looking for some kind of meal, you just tell that I'm looking for a healthy meal for tonight. Um, the butcher is going to give you what? Some kind of meat, some kind of steak. Okay. He's not going to talk about a balanced diet, vegetables, chicken, fish. He's going to sell you meat because that's what he does. And there's nothing wrong with that. You understand what he is and what he does, okay? Same goes with insurance agents. Now, insurance agents are paid on commission. We're just going to use COMM. Coincidence? I don't know. So, commission, all right, is how insurance agents are paid. Now, the problem here is that, especially with federal employees, there are a lot of insurance agents out touting themselves as TSP specialists or retirement planning advisor, retirement specialist. And I say horse hockey. As my good friend Roy D. Mercer would say, horse hockey. I don't buy it. All right. Those people are related to this guy here, I think. Okay. They're a step up from the devil, in my opinion. Please don't see through the lies, okay? Insurance agents are going to sell you insurance, period. All right? That's it. Next, bank advisor, okay? And this is kind of tough because they can be a little different. But generally speaking, bank advisors are going to sell insurance. They're going to sell investment products. They may even charge fees. But typically, they're going to get paid mainly on commission, okay? But maybe a fee too. Okay? So they're not all the same. It depends on the bank. I know people, I've worked for a big bank, and I know people work for big banks, and it was, I think it was 100% commission when I was there. So, in other words, the more commission they make, well, the more money you give them, the more they get paid, okay? They are incentivized to sell products that pay them commissions. Also, each of these two, insurance agents, typically bank advisors, they have benchmarks to meet, okay? You know what? I'm not even going to call it a benchmark, okay? We're going to call it what it really is today, and that is a sales goal. We're going to call it SG. Sales goal here, sales goal here. Okay, next, moving on, okay? Now we've got our wirehouse advisors. Okay, wirehouse advisors are typically a hybrid advisor. All right, which means they can get paid on commission or fee. Okay, also they have sales goals. Okay, your big wirehouses, they're big companies. Okay, and they have to make their shareholders money. Even if they're private, they're still in the business of making money. So they want their employees to have to make money. Okay, to have to sell, to have sales goals. Okay, whether it's through a fee product or whether it's through a commissionable product. Okay. And the fees. How are the fees? The fees a lot of times are an asset management fee. Okay. We're going to call that AUM, which is typically a percentage. All right. Typical AUM fees, they can be anywhere from 1 to 2%. All right. Every once in a while a little lower, but it's not very common for them to be lower. Next is independent. Okay. Independent, you can have independent insurance agents, but your independent is going to be, there's a lot of independent broker dealers like an LPL is one, or a Cambridge Investment Research is one. There's a number of them. Independent, again, they are most of the time going to be commission or fee. Okay, so they can charge asset management fees. They can get paid commission as well. Okay, so what products pay commissions? Okay, what do these guys up here like to sell the most? Typically an annuity. All right, it's normally a fixed index annuity. They want you to move money out of your TSP into their annuity. Okay, you know, they may even not tell you the whole truth and say, well, I don't get paid any differently based on what you do. I just get a small bonus at the end of the year. I've heard all kinds of stuff. So they mainly sell annuities. Bank advisors, I mean, they can sell anything. Here, they can sell insurance, life insurance, long-term care. Bank advisors, they can sell a little bit of everything. Now, we get into these, and the bank advisor as well, the wirehouse, the independent. Okay, so, you know, they can sell the insurance stuff and get paid commissions there. They can also sell things, they can also sell investment products and get paid a commission. Things like a private placement, limited partnerships, real estate investment trusts, variable annuities. Okay, they pay pretty high commissions as well. They can sell index annuities as well. So that mainly covers them as well. Now, fee only is really simple. Fee only. Okay? Now, fee only has different ways of charging. All right? They can charge assets under management percentage. They can charge a flat fee, such as I charge, say I charge a flat fee, whatever it is, of I'm going to charge you this many dollars, okay, and for that I'm going to manage your money. I'm going to do financial planning for you. That's an example of a flat fee. Also, they can do, we're going to call it project fees as well. Okay, and that is you go to an advisor and you say, hey, I want to retire in 2 years. I would like your help with my financial planning. Will you help me out with my finances, my insurance planning, my taxes, all of that stuff. So there's different ways the fee-only advisor can charge as well. Now, looking back at all these, if you want help with retirement planning, who do you want to go to? Okay, that's what this comes down to. And I'm going to go here. No, sir. Not retirement planning. Okay. The rest of them are an option. All right. They're all a little different. Yes, I am a little biased on who I think is the best to go to. But the truth is, each of these, a bank advisor, a wirehouse advisor, an independent advisor, a fee only advisor, they can all do a good job. Okay? I'm not going to tell you if they can't, because they can. I know, don't know that I know anybody here, but I do know advisors here, I do know advisors here, and advisors here that all do a very good job for their clients. Okay? And I actually have been in, I was never here where I wasn't investment licensed, but I have worked here before. I have not worked for a wirehouse, but I've been an independent advisor. I am now a fee only advisor. And yes, I do think that I've always done what's best for my clients. However, now that I'm a fee only advisor and I only get paid on fees, looking back, did I do things where I may have been influenced by the commission or what I was paid? And I can't truthfully say that I never did that. Okay, it's tough for anybody, even when you think you're doing the right thing. And maybe maybe I did do the right thing every time, but yet looking back, if I see, hey, why did I do this instead of that? Okay, would $5,000 here versus $1,000 here have made an impact or a difference in my decision? It's hard to say that that doesn't impact an advisor's decision, okay, on what to recommend to people. So, with that being said, and again, I'm biased because I'm fee only. I believe that fee only is the best way to go. All right. Reason being, if you have somebody and you hear the word fiduciary all the time, and this word gets thrown around way too much, in my opinion. Okay. I've heard insurance agents say that they're a fiduciary. Are you serious? In these insurance, they're making recommendations where if the person does something, if they do what they recommend, they make something like $25,000. I've seen bigger paychecks of higher than $50,000 that they made. But yet, if that person doesn't take their advice and does something different, they get zero. How can you be a fiduciary? Okay? To me, that's impossible. Where if a fee-only advisor recommends something, that fee-only advisor, I'm talking like a different type of investment. Let's say you're doing business with a fee-only advisor, and that person recommends you, it recommends portfolio. I think you should invest this way. However, you could also invest this way. That advisor is likely going to get paid the same way, whichever route you go. If that advisor recommends you need so much life insurance, that the advisor can't sell the life insurance. So you have to go get the life insurance from somebody else, which most advisors will have somebody to refer you to or a place to refer you to. So it's not hard to do that or put that in place. But the advisor is not compensated by you buying a product. Therefore, a fee-only advisor is the only one that is truly a fiduciary at all times. Okay? So I'm going to put a big F there. And it's not for a grade, for fiduciary. Independent, wirehouse, bank advisors, they may tell you that they're a fiduciary, which is partially true. If you're not fee only, you can't be a fiduciary at all times. But if you're managing money from somebody in an advisory role, like assets under management, then that advisor is responsible to act as a fiduciary for that portion of money or for that account. Okay? And then something else you may run into is fee-only advisors. You may find people like me that don't wear a fancy suit and tie to the office and wear fancy Green Bay sweatshirts to the office from time to time. And I don't know if that impacts your decision either, but just want to throw that out there. I think that covers just about everything. Now, sales goals here. This is not to be ignored. Sales goals. And some of these places have gotten in trouble for putting enforcing strict sales goals on their employees, and how they do business. But just to give you an example, they have there's one wirehouse. They have a rolling 3-month benchmark that advisors have to meet, and they have to meet that benchmark in order to get certain payouts in order to make so much money. And I talked to one before who told me, he said, I had somebody come in the other day, and he should have gone into this type account, but I was looking at my numbers for the month, and they weren't very good, so I just did this instead because it paid me more money, made my numbers look better for the month, and therefore allowed him to keep his job because he met his sales goals. So those are the kinds of things you run into that can happen when you have somebody that's getting paid a commission, okay, these up here, and when you have somebody that does have sales goals that they have to meet, okay? So that is my take. I think I covered about everything I need to do. I may do another video with some details on fee-only advisors and how they are paid in the future. That could be helpful as well. But that's my take on advisors, how they are compensated. If you're interviewing advisors, if you want help from somebody, ask that person how he or she is paid, okay? That will tell you a lot. If that person cannot answer the question very simply, it's got to make you wonder, okay? If that person says, oh, I don't get paid, I just get a salary, I don't know about that. That is the case sometimes in some of these, like independent advisors or fee-only advisors, where they may hire an advisor to work and pay that person a salary, but it is really, really rare, okay? I've only seen it a few times. So ask that person how they're paid. Once they tell you how they're paid, that should give you a little bit of information about how they operate, if they act as a fiduciary, when they act as a fiduciary, and if they're a right fit for you moving forward and somebody you want to trust with your money.